Now that we've done the concrete pad, we'll move on to the sidewalk. Another reminder to make a save of your work. I will say it all the time. Hopefully you're getting tired of me saying it, but make file backups and save often. Going on to the sidewalk, we want to do a similar thing, but I think we're going to run into some issues here, but we'll work through them together. I am going to be in the same grading group, and this is important because this sidewalk grading here might overlap with the concrete pad grading here. I want Civil 3D to automatically do the grading for me in this area and make smooth elevation changes here. So I'm sticking to the same grading group. I'm going to grade to the surface and create grading and select my feature line for the sidewalk. It might ask you to weed the feature line. That pretty much just means removing points that Civil 3D thinks is extra. I don't think it really matters which way you go. I'm just going to weed it and hit OK. It doesn't really do that much. It just removes a couple of vertices. I'm going to select the outside of the sidewalk and apply it to, I hit apply to entire length, which we don't want to do. So I'm going to do that one more time. Feature line, grading side, not the entire length. So now it's asking me to select stationing, and I'm going to select each edge of the sidewalk away from the concrete pad, like so. Enter. I'm going to stick to the same 4:1 slope, and because we're in the same grading group using the same tool, Civil 3D remembers that, and it is already filled in for you. Might take a second to make, and once that's made, you can see that Civil 3D connected the grading here. So instead of having one grade come this way and another grade come that way, it automatically made our triangles and connected them smoothly for us. So that is the ability of grading groups. As I zoom out here, you might notice something that is not right for our grading. And that's that Civil 3D is showing that we need this much base to reach the 4:1 slope grading off our sidewalk, but that is overlapping with our current sidewalk. That means this concrete for the sidewalk would have to be ripped up and everything would have to be regraded here, and that's a lot of extra work for construction, so we don't want that to happen. That's time and that's money. So we need to redo the sidewalk grading and do it in chunks. That way we can really specify our grading parameters here. So I am just going to hit Control Z to undo this. You could also delete the grading object, but it would delete all of the grading that you did, I think. So it would include the concrete pad. So there we go. I think if I just type in regen or REA, my grading might come up here because this is not showing up correctly, right? So it looks like I might have to just restart the grading, which is okay. I will do it very quickly here. So we already know how to do the concrete pad, not the entire length. Select your two sides, hit enter a bunch of times, and just like that, we're done. Now we're going to do the sidewalk in chunks instead of doing it all at once. So I'm going to start with this east hill facing side. That's going to be the easiest one to do. So I'll select the feature line, select the grading side, not apply it to the entire length. We'll start from this corner, station 0, and go all the way to the concrete pad. Over here. And I'm going to stick with the same grading criteria that we've been doing. And hit enter. You can see that's been made. Looks like it might be hiding under some objects, so I'm going to right click it and just click bring to front. That way it shows on the top. I'll do the same with this one as well. Bring to front. I'm going to do the same thing to the other side, but I'm not going to go all the way down. Or I can use a different criteria. So on this side, instead of doing a 4:1 slope, maybe I'll do a 3:1 slope or a 2.5:1 slope. So I will select the same feature, select the outside, and you can see it's not even asking me to do the entire length or not because I've already done one chunk and it won't overwrite that, so it's already asking me for what stations I want to do this for. So I'll pick one end, and then I'm going to go to the other end. You could, if you want to, pick somewhere in the middle here, and then do this last part as a different chunk, but I'm just going to do it all in one. I think that's okay for me. I'm going to stop a little bit before here, because there'll probably be some overlap otherwise. So maybe I'll stop like there. And instead of doing a 4 to 1 slope, I'm going to do a steeper slope. So I'll do a 2.5 to 1 cut and a 2.5 to 1 fill. As it goes through that, we'll see how that turns out. And you can see here that it's now not touching my sidewalk. If I did 3 to 1, it might have been close. So now I have this grading group made. And the neat thing here is that I have different grading parameters specified, right? This is a 4 to 1, and this is 2.5 to 1. But it's all part of the same group, and Civil 3D did the calculations for us, which is really cool. I will just view this all in the model viewer. It's a little tricky to select everything. And we can see what this looks like. That looks pretty good to me. So you can see my sidewalk is a little bit funky here, but that's from the previous videos. And I am happy with this. So you should do the same thing that I just did. You might need to use different parameters there, but don't pick a slope that's too steep, like 2 to 1 or a 1 to 1, because that is not conducive to like a good walking environment and accessibility. But anything, I did 2.5 only on this hill, everything else 4 to 1. So you can do a similar thing. In the next video, we'll go over the pond.